Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about the fight between Jermell versus Tony Harrison. That's going to be happening tonight. And let me give you a little background, information about these two fighters, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison, he's 6 foot 1 inches. He's American. He's 28 years old. He's from Detroit, Michigan. He's an orthodox fighter. He's got 27 wins and 21 KOs and 2 losses. And and that's a little background of him. And Charlo, he's 5 foot 11 inches. He got 73-inch reach. He's American, of course. He's 28 years old. He's an orthodox fighter. He's got 31 wins and 15 knockouts and 0 losses. Okay, so the thing about it is with these two at the same time, I did my little research on Tony Harrison, and of course I seen fights with Jermell Charlo in it, and I think this fight might be a little bit it might be competitive. I would say it depends on who come with the game, who execute their game plan better than the other one. I would say this fight is somewhat a 50-50 fight. That's what it seemed like to me. Tony Harrison fought Jerry Hurt, and of course he lost. He got knocked out. But it was a good fight. I think he kind of hurt Jerry Hurt too at the same time. Tony Harrison, and he has power in his right hand. He takes his time. He'll try to figure you out. He's not so much of a person that throw a lot of punches and trying to knock you out that way. If he gets you hurt, he's something like a Deontay Wilder to a certain degree. I mean, he'll throw a lot of punches, but he'll throw accurate punches. I would definitely say that. But at the same time, as long as he keep his stamina and don't run out of breath, of course, at the same time. But it's kind of hard to judge a opponent when you get them hurt and see can you knock them out. You don't want to mess up yourself trying to do it and wear yourself out. So that's the thing about with him. But with Jermell Charlo, the thing with him, is he gonna figure out what he want to be in the ring? Is he gonna be a boxer or a knockout artist? That's the thing with him. He kind of stagnates with that sometimes. I think he should be a boxer instead of a knockout artist. That's not what he is. His record shows that he got 30-some fights. He got 15 knockouts. I mean, you should. I would say to Jermell, let your brother Jermell, let him be the knockout artist. Let him have the power. I mean, knowing that you got a little power, but you don't have power like your brother. So he's the knockout artist, and you just be the boxer. And you can't get a knockout if you just be the boxer. At the same time, let it come to you instead of you coming and let it flow, man. That's all I'm saying. Let it flow. Don't rush it. Let it come to you instead of you rushing and trying to get a knockout. You know what I'm saying? I know he's trying to please the crowd too at the same time, trying to get a knockout. But sometimes it don't come, and sometimes it's gonna come, and sometimes it's not. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about staying safe in the ring. That's the most important thing too. At the same time, and do what you gotta do to get the win. But between these two guys at the same time, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I mean, Jermell, I know Jermell got 0 losses, and Tony Harrison got 2 losses. But at the same time, I think it's a good matchup for Jermell Charlo. And I didn't know too much about Tony Harrison until I started doing my research on him. And it seemed like this. I thought at first I was going to say Jermell Charlo all the way, but no, I can't say that. But at the same time, it's all about and this is, I think this is, well, so far right now, this is going to be his opponent. Got he's taller than Jermell Charlo, and then I think his reach, they don't show his reach at the same time. Matter of fact, let me see something. They might have it on Box Rec or something like that, I'm thinking. And hold up for a minute, y'all. Let me see. His reach. Yeah, he got a 76.5 inch reach over Jermell Charlo. So he's got a 3 or 4 inches reach over him. So this fight is going to be a 50-50 fight, I'll say. Some people might say Jermell Charlo because he's a little bit more famous than Tony Harrison, or a lot more famous than Tony Harrison, I would say. Oh no, I say a little bit more famous than Tony Harrison because he got 0 losses at the same time. But that really don't mean nothing right now. Both of them about the same age at the same time, and this fight is going to be, like I say, it's going to be a competitive fight. So, do I see somebody getting knocked down? It might happen. You know what? But the funny thing about this is, I think Tony Harrison can knock out Jermell Charlo, and I think Jermell Charlo can probably knock out Tony Harrison. That's if he don't get tired. That's if he don't get tired at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison, I know, he could probably do it, but ain't no guarantee. But at the same time, if I think Charlo might win on points at the same time. That's what I'm thinking so far. More to me, it might go to the judges. That's what I'm looking at so far. You know what I'm saying? So I think, but Tony Harrison might win on points too. You never know. We'll see. But this is a 50-50 fight. I don't know who will win this fight. And I definitely will talk to y'all later about this fight, which is going to be today. And what y'all think? Do y'all think it's going to be Jermell Charlo? Do you think it's going to be Tony Harrison? You know what I'm saying? Or do you think it's gonna? Do you think somebody's gonna be getting knocked out, or do you think somebody's gonna get knocked down? Do I think it's gonna be somebody getting knocked down in this fight? That's something, man. Somebody getting knocked down in this fight. I don't know. You know what's kind of funny? I think somebody get knocked down before somebody get knocked out in this fight. I think somebody get knocked down and get back up instead of somebody getting knocked down. I think it goes to the judges. That's what I'm thinking. Because you know Tony Harrison, he'll take his time. He's so much to try to figure out. He'll throw that left as a jab, and he'll try to counter you and try to hit you with that throw that right and try to hurt you with the right hand at the same time. So, but we'll see. But like I say, Charlo got to know what he want to be. He got to know what he want to be, a boxer or a knockout artist. Which I told he should stay with just being a boxer. But we'll see. But at the same time, leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the bell icon for new notifications, new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.